Hi guys! Today we are making carrot cake donuts with white chocolate glaze, and they will look just like little bunnies. Let's get started! Start by breaking the eggs in a big bowl. And then just lightly whisk them. Don't need to whisk them for too long, just so that it breaks the structure of the egg. Then add the kefir with the vanilla extract. I'm mixing that in. And the melted butter. Mine has cooled a little bit too long, but it's not a problem. It's almost melted, so that's fine. Then I'm adding the carrot. So one medium grated carrot. And here I'm gonna swap the whisk for a spatula. And then just add all of the dry ingredients. So I have the flour here, the almond meal, cinnamon, a little bit of salt, the baking powder, and that goes in. And I'm also adding the sugar. Smells so good. Smells really good already. And then just combine everything. So once you have everything combined nicely, so you have no bits of flour there, you want to take a piping bag and transfer the butter into the piping bag. Then you want to butter the donut pan. And then just fill in the batter into the donut forms, into the donut pan, so about 2/3 full. And once you've allowed the donuts cool for about 10 minutes, you can remove them from the pan and leave them to cool completely before you continue with the decoration. So this part you can make beforehand if you want. I have my donuts cooling now, and I'm making these in the meantime. So we are going to make these cute little ears, and I'm making mine with wafer paper, but because you're not going to eat them anyway, you could also make these from just regular paper. But because I want to make them edible, even though nobody will be eating them, I will be showing you how to make these from wafer paper. So I have some wafer paper here. and you would want to use as thick as possible. So I don't know what thickness this one has because I've bought it from a trade show, and on the package it just doesn't say, but just use one that is pretty thick, and then you can just start folding the paper so you get the small ears. And you need 4 of these for each ear. So 2 sides for each ear. So like this. I will write the size in the description box, so if you would want to make exactly the same size, you will have that there, but you can be creative and just make them as you would want to. So then take 4 and cut the ears. So I don't have a model here for the ear, I'm just gonna cut it freehandedly. Then lay 2 of them on the table, and with just a little bit of water, not too much because then it will start curl up the paper, just start applying some water on all of the edges. So then take a toothpick, place it there, then take the second ear and place it on top, and then just fasten the sides so that they glue together. Then also, if you haven't managed to put them exactly on top of each other, you can just cut some of the edges so to make them more neat. So I'm gonna do that with this one as well. So. And then just to make them a little bit cuter, I'm using this pink paint, dry paint, edible paint, just for those of you who are being worried. And with a dry pencil, I'm going to add some color on the ears. Once the donuts have cooled, you want to prepare the glaze. So I have here 200 grams of melted white chocolate with 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and I've allowed it to, well, I've melted it and then I have allowed it to cool a little bit. Then I'm gonna also use some sprinkles. I'm gonna use these pink ones, but you could also use colorful sprinkles if you would like. So I'm gonna dip the donuts twice because the mix is quite light, and I will allow the chocolate to cool in between. Just dip, then wait a little bit. So if your chocolate glaze is thick enough and you're happy with the first layer, you don't need to do this, but because I'm not happy with the first layer, I'm gonna do a second layer. And now the glaze has had a little bit of time to dry, but it's not completely dry, and you don't want to leave it to dry completely. Now I'm just gonna add the sprinkles. And now I have here some little pieces of fondant that I've prepared for each of the donuts. So I've made some black ones and pink ones for the eyes and the nose. And these you also want to attach while the chocolate is still wet. And then I'm gonna model the nose into a small triangle. So, in a perfect world, you would wait until the donuts are dry, so until the glaze is dry, but because it's getting dark and I want to get this done today, I'm gonna attach the ears now. So then you want to take 2 ears, because each bunny has 2 ears, and attach them to the bunnies. If you like these little cuties, give a thumbs up and subscribe for more delicious recipes. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye until next time.